Okay, here we are with another ship. This is the Texas class. This one is from Star Trek Lower Decks. It is, spoiler alert, the evil ship that tries to blow everybody up because it has an unstable AI in charge of it. So, it's a pretty interesting design. Probably similar to maybe the Defiant a little bit, kinda. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. I like the design. I like the profile. Kind of short, compact, all that. So, this is the Texas Miracle Worker Escort. It is a 4-3 because it's an escort. It also has an experimental weapon. For my tactical consoles, I have a full complement of PAX directed energy distribution manifolds, which increase beam weapon damage and hull capacity. For my science consoles, I have 3 PAX nanite reinforced circuitries, which increase hull capacity and hull regeneration. And then for my engineering, I have 1 each of a PAX tetraburnium or triburnium and PAX monotanium, which increase my hull capacity on both, but also my damage resistance for certain types of damage. The console that came with this ship is this one here. This is the VAQ Warhead Multiple Launch System. VAQ stands for Volumetric Attack Quantum Cluster Munition. And it splits into a bunch of pieces. I haven't actually seen it in action just yet, but it splits into some pieces and attacks the enemy from a bunch of different angles, I'm guessing. It also increases your kinetic and beam damage, which is nice, and the hull capacity. So I got a whole bunch of stuff increasing the hull capacity on this bad boy. Let's see. I also added this one because it seemed similar. This is the variable auto-targeting armament, which creates 2 quantum projectiles that fly at the enemy. And it's I thought it was similar because it had similar lettering. Variable auto-targeting armament, VATA. So VAC and VATA, whatever. For the devices, I've got a red matter capacitor, which increases power levels, and I've got a temporal negotiator, which increases or decreases bridge officer recharge times. The experimental weapon is called a VAQ Warhead Individual Launch System. So that this launches 1 warhead at the foe, which splits into 6 and damages the target. It actually kind of sounds like an ICBM type of missile. You know, splits into pieces and independently targeting. My shields, warp, impulse, and deflector are all from the Discovery Legends reputation. I basically replaced everything that was here that was on the default with basically a better version. So I've got my prolonged engagement phaser beam. I've got the prolonged engagement photon torpedo. I've got the phaser wide angle dual heavy beam bank from the Discovery reputation. I've got the hyper refracting tetron beam. This is the only one that I changed. It was a dual beam, but I added the tetron instead of phaser. For my rear, I've got the Kelvin Timeline phaser emitter. I've got the Kelvin Timeline photon torpedo launcher. And I've got the Agony phaser beam away, which does a whole bunch of damage on this one. So, that's all we got for this. I'm actually second guessing myself here. I think I'm going to change these to isomagnetic plasma distribution channels. They're always good for adding extra damage. So, forget those other ones. These are isomagnetic plasma distribution manifolds, which increase weapon power and stacking weapon power. Ba-bam. Let's see if the enemy can make any resistance at all. Oh, this is also a Miracle Worker ship, so it's got the Miracle Worker mechanic over here. Alright, let's see. There we go. Those must be those variable armament thingies there. There we go. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Definitely looked cool. I might not be doing that much damage, but it looks cool. Alright, let's go ahead and use that console here on this guy. Or no. Hold on. Come back in for another pass here. There we go. Ooh, it shoots like a whole string of them. Oh, dang! Okay, that was pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. So, I guess as it charges up, there's a couple other things in the game that do that with the charge up there. There we go. That was really cool. I should have opened up with that. Nice. Sweet. That was really cool. So this warhead launcher system charges up, and once it's all charged up, you can just blow the crap out of the enemy. That's pretty similar to the to some of the other ones we got. Let me see if I got any. Where is it? There it is. This one here, the quantum warhead module, stores up charges. So does both of these versions, and then there's also one that's available in for the Romulans only on one of their ships, where it charges up multiple shots of plasma. So, I mean, if you could get this one, which is available for any ship, and then one of these, and the other one for the plasma, then you could have an entire, like a triple torpedo boat if you wanted to. So, anyway, I actually do recommend this. That's a really cool console, and it did a good amount of damage too. So, anyway, that's all for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy.